Listen carefully. You have a really high potential with your life and what you can achieve. And I don't want any one of my followers to waste a second or any energy on something that's not productive or that's even pushing you further away from the life you want. When you go into a session in Forex, let's say Euro USD, and you take a trade, you have to ask yourself, which trade ideas do I have today? You probably have one bias, one idea. You execute it as long as it's within your plan, and that's your trade for the week. You execute it without hesitation. You don't focus on trying to be right on this trade, you just execute it. If it works, fine. If it hits stop loss, then you're done, because that's probably the only opportunity you're gonna get that session. And then you close the charts and you focus on something else, because you most likely have a lot more potential than you think. You could do so many other things in addition to day trading, but you don't know it yet. Imagine this feeling of owning a 7-figure business and doing fine or doing extremely well in that business, and then opening the charts one day at the same time you're running this business and looking for a setup. Day trading at that point, even though you put in a lot of work and effort, and even though the pay is good, it doesn't feel the same. It feels really meaningless and really boring. And you know why? Because it is. Day trading, live trading in itself, is really boring. And it doesn't give you anything. It doesn't give your soul anything. You haven't accomplished anything. And when you do something else, like starting a business, you'll feel so much more fulfilled long term. And you'll realize that trading, live trading itself, is really boring. Most of the days in the month you won't even be executing, and you don't want to only be doing this. You can only be doing this and have a lot of free time, and for those of you who want to live that lifestyle, then that's perfectly possible. But for those of you who want something more, who want to feel fulfilled, like you're achieving your purpose and you're working and progressing towards your purpose every single day, I hate to see people only focus on trading, because most of the days it won't feel that good. And I've seen a lot of really wealthy people, even in the area I live in. When you look out on the streets, people seem so frustrated, so miserable, even though all of them have a lot of money. And the last thing I want to be, and I want you guys to be, is some rich person who just seem miserable all the time. Because in order to succeed in day trading, often you have to have a really pessimistic mindset. You can't go into the charts and be happy and be positive, because at that point the market is going to take everything away from you. That's why you have to do something else as well, because I want you guys to believe in yourself and have some self-respect and walk away from the charts when you don't see anything good, and not be like begging the market for a setup or to hit TP, because the market does actually not hold any power over you or your life. The market is just one of many opportunities that you'll see during your lifetime. And if you base your whole life on the market, then it's going to feel really emotional and frustrating, and you're going to feel a lot of tension anyways. That's why you always have to be thinking long term. What you want to do when you make money from the markets, where you want to reinvest that kind of money. What's your long-term vision? Because at the end of the day, when you participate in the market, you're just a player on the chessboard, but you want to be the person who owns the chessboard. You want to be the person that starts your own business, where you set the rules. The market doesn't hit your stop loss. You control everything, and you are pulling the strings. So think about that next time you open the charts. Think about your worth, your potential, and not only trying to get something from the market, but trying to be the market.